Okay, canning tomatoes part 2. These have been cooking for 2.5 hours. Um, I cooked them on high, but you have to stir them every 5 to 8 minutes. You do not want these to scorch because in juice, the actual tomato itself will sink to the bottom and you will scorch your tomatoes. Okay? Now, how you know you have enough moisture out of these? I started with this line right here where it was totally full, okay? You see the line my finger's right there on? That dark red line? Then I went to this line, which gave me about 10% of the moisture being out. Now we're way down there, so that tells me we're around 25 to 30% of the moisture out. That's what you want, okay? I got my jars upside down, which they have been sanitized, okay? I got my water bath going, slowly going, and then my lids are over there and ready. We are using canning and pickling salt. You cannot use average household salt. You can use sea salt, you can use Himalayan salt, and you can use even the ice cream salt, the rock salt, but you have to have a thicker grade of salt, okay? And you can't have the iodine in it, or if it says iodized, don't get it. Not for canning. Now I know back in the day my grandmother used it, but that's probably why she lost some throughout the year. We're trying not to lose anything. I like to do the all natural stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Anyway, yeah, all natural. Like you said, I see it. It says all natural canning and pickling salt. You want all natural, okay? And by the way, I'm doing the best I can, you guys, to get these videos out. If I'm having I only have 10 minutes here. So give me time to get the part 2 out before you jump to conclusions, okay? And I lost my thing to sit on top of my jars for it in there, so I'm gonna have to do it basically by hand. So don't judge me there. I'm doing the best I can. I can't find my little jar cover thing that, the little, I call it the funnel for the jar. I don't know what it's called, but I can't find mine, so don't judge me. The next step is you want to turn off your tomatoes. Turn them off, get all the heat away from them because we're going to be working with this. Now, for every jar you fill, stir your tomatoes. Every jar you fill, stir your tomatoes. You got me? Because tomatoes only take a few seconds to settle to the bottom. Stir them often to get it almost exactly the way you need them. I got mine upside down to keep, you know how flies in the South, we have a lot of flies that are getting in your house, so I don't want none of them to be crawling in my mess, okay? Okay, now we're doing one jar at a time. When I level it to an inch leadway, now, I put a level teaspoon of canning salt in it, okay? Remember that, a level teaspoon of canning salt in the top. All right, you don't have to be in a rush. Long as your tomatoes are still hot, you can do this. They're going to even get hotter because we're gonna water bath them. Make sure to always wipe your rim with a clean, damp cloth. Now I did 7 quarts. Now we're only going to water bath these on high heat for 10 minutes. Remember, 10 minutes is all you're going to do. You do want, at this point, the water to cover your lid tops, okay? All right, now with pints, I had to do 2 pints because I didn't have enough to do a solid quart. You're going to do the same thing as all the rest of them, except you're going to only add a half a teaspoon of salt in each one. Okay, these are going to cook too in the water bath for 10 minutes also. Now, please, when you're canning, especially with these jars like we're doing, we're using the heat to build up the pressure. Make sure all your vents of where you're cooking are closed and never lay a fresh, hot, pressured water bath tomato on your actual countertop. Your countertop is cold. that is going to be extremely hot that you put it on, and there will be a potentially cracking situation and could burn you. Now remember to be very careful because you are canning extremely hot liquids already. So remember that. You will burn, and if you ain't never been burned by a scalding hot tomato, it sticks to you. It can give you third degree, okay? Now I got Google set for the minute because I had let it go 2 minutes, and then I had to get Google to set me a timer for 8. You do want to cover your water bath canner while it's doing that, okay? Makes it go very easy. Do not at any point grab these hot jars with your hand, and do not put them anywhere that is near heat or cold or extreme cold. You don't want to continue to cook them because once they come out the water bath, they are done. They just got to seal. And if it's by something cool, your whole jar can shatter. And then you just got a big old hot mess to clean up. Okay, I've had that happen. I learned from experience years ago on how to do this. Okay? Now with canning tomatoes, you're going to make a mess. Get used to it. You're going to make a mess. There is no way around making a mess with canning tomatoes. I don't care who you are. You're going to. I started my second batch, and once again, on high, I gotta let them cook for 2.5 hours and repeat my process. You got me? So, it's exactly the same. Quarts, get a teaspoon of salt, canning salt or sea salt. Do not use table salt or what is it, Idolized salt, whatever it's called. Do not use regular household salt. You got to go and get some sea salt, Himalayan salt, or some canning salt, whatever your grocery store has, okay? I live in a country, so my grocery store still sells stuff that dates back in the 1930s. You do your math. But yeah, repeat the process with all, once you get, what was I saying? 1 quart of your tomatoes is going to get 1 full even teaspoon. Anything under a quart, like a pint or a half a pint, will get half teaspoons. You got me? Your salt is your bloodline when it comes to your tomatoes. Okay? But don't be scared. Just be careful. Because this is a process. This ain't, people think this is easy. Yeah, it's easy. But you're dealing with a lot of scalding hot, could take your skin off your bone type heat here. Okay, so just be very careful, and don't say I didn't tell you. I burnt myself with these things many times, and it's not easy. And make sure to have one of those jar grabbers you get from the canning section at Walmart that grabs the top of your cart, because you're not going to be able to touch it when it comes out that bubble, that water bath. Do not put your hands on it after it comes out. It will burn your fingertips off, okay? I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please share my videos because I'm working hard over here for you guys, because I love you guys and I want y'all to learn what I know, and I'm sharing it with you. And I hope in none of my videos I've ever been offensive, and if I have, I'm sorry. But I love you guys and enjoy canning. It is an art. It is beautiful and it's relaxing. Now it's a lot of standing on your feet, but it's relaxing. I love you and enjoy your day.